Hello.
Mafia Magazine Radio.
Yo, this is Big Wick.
Big Wick, baby. What's good, man? Hold on for a second.
Everything's gravy.
No doubt, baby. Hold on for a second. Let me set you up real quick, all right?
Yes, sir.
For all my listeners out there, man, we get the opportunity, man, to speak with, man, an up-and-coming artist, man, that's doing his thing down south, you know what I'm saying? And he with Swampland Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? His name is Big Wick. And we're going to sit down with this cat for a little while, man. He's going to tell us, man, how he getting down on his side of town. So, Wick, baby, how the industry treating you these days?
Oh, man, I'm trying to get it on and popping here. You know, I'm located in Naptown, Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying, Indiana, Midwest.
Yeah. So tell us, man, is that where you originally from? You know what I'm saying? Where you first, you originally from Indiana?
Nah, I'm originally from Mississippi, Clarksville, Mississippi. You know, then I made up to Indianapolis and been here for about like 20 years now.
Yeah, no doubt, baby. So how long you been doing your rap thing, man?
I've been rapping ever since I was about 15, back in like when I was 8th grade, 7th grade. Been rapping, freestyling, you know what I'm saying, beating at the table. You know, had a little crowd around the table, doing my thing, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So when this all began, man, what made you think that not only I can do this, but I can do this well? You know what I'm saying? Was there something or somebody that inspired you to do the things that you do today?
Yeah, basically, I used to sit back and listen to artists like Busta Rhymes, you know, Ice Cube, and 8-Ball, MJG, Bun, B, Pimp C, Snoop Dogg, all them. You know, I used to sit back, watch the tube, be like, yeah, this is something I could do. You know what I'm saying? Something else to get my mind right. You know. Yeah,
no doubt about that, man. So you know, give us a little insight, man, because you done been in the studio with a couple of people, man, and let us know, man, you know what I'm saying, the people that you've been in the studio with, man, and how that all came about, man, for you to be in the studio, because I'm not going to give it away. I'm going to let you give it away, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Basically, you know, back in the day when I was younger, when I was down in Clarksdale, you know, I used to go to Memphis and try to check out studios because, you know, there wasn't too many studios in Clarksdale, so I used to go up to Memphis and ride with my buddy, you know what I'm saying? We go up to Money in the Pocket, you see 8-Ball and MJG and them in there. And used to check them out, see how they did their thing. Then, you know, got in there and got on the, you know, little track, but we never pushed it or nothing, you know, just something to do, just trying to find my crowd, trying to find myself. And
no doubt.
That was a little bit back in the days, you know.
Yeah, so tell us, man, about back in the day, man. Take us back, baby. What was your first project, you know what I'm saying, that you actually put together, man, you know what I'm saying, and let us know what kind of buzz that got, man, you know what I'm saying, when you first put it in.
Well, I first started doing my project with Team 88. You know, they located here in Indianapolis. After I left from down south, I ain't really do too much studios down there, go too much traveling back and forth, going from Clarksdale to Memphis. So I made to Indianapolis and I started doing my music with Team 88. And we was in the studio. I laid a couple songs down, and you know they liked it, and then let my peoples hear, you know, people like what I was doing. So I'm like, yeah, this is something I can do, you know. And then from there on, I just started getting stuff together, started getting my own studio equipment, you know what I mean, start laying my stuff down, laying my own music down. And, you know, because when I used to go to other studios, I always felt like people was rushing me, you know, to do my thing. So I feel more comfortable having my own studio.
Right. Like you ain't really had control of what you was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You know,
right.
And you know, that's always a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now that you got your music up and, you know, you got your studio and all that together, man, you know, give us a little insight, man, on exactly, man, where you get your material. Does it derive from your experiences in life, man? You know, just give us a little background, man, on how you put yours together when you do what you do.
Yeah, basically everything, you know, what I be talking about as far as my music is basically what I done went through, what I done seen, what I done done, you know what I mean, the lifestyle I live, being in the streets, trying to get out the streets, you know what I'm saying, in and out of jail, you know, dealing with women, you know, niggas in the street, you know, just everything that basically goes on in my life. That's basically what I be spitting about. That's everything that I talk about.
No doubt, baby. Hey, so give me a little thought process from you, man, on how you feel like the music game, you know, from those of the cats that made you want to do it to some of the music that we hearing today, man. I mean, give me a little insight, man, on how you feel the state of the game is today.
I feel like, you know, that it's to me, it seemed like a little watered down compared to back in the days, you know what I'm saying, like NWA, 8-Ball, man, Bun B, you know, everybody was, you know, spitting that real shit, you know what I'm saying. He got all these little dancing songs and shit going on these days. It's just like, you know, people just trying to sound like Lil Wayne, and it seems like everybody that raps sound like Lil Wayne to me, you know, so it's like everybody trying to be like one person instead of having their own style.
Right.
And me, I feel like I have my own style, delivering what I need to say to the people, and I feel like what people hear from me is going to be interesting, you know what I'm saying, if you done lived a life or you done been through it or you know someone that went through it.
Right.
And that's how I feel about it.
No question about that. So, you know, tell me, man, your business game, your business part of your game, man, you know what I'm saying, is you doing your thing the right way, man, because a lot of cats get into the game, man, and don't really understand the business aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, give us a little insight, man, on how you feel about that, man, and how you handling yours on your side of town.
Yeah, I feel like what I got going on, you know, I can make it take it to another level, you know what I'm saying? Besides, you know what I'm saying, I'm just like, you know, everything that I look up, you know, I try to find out, you know, how to promote myself better, how to get my music out there better, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Although that I am on house arrest, so I've been doing a lot more reading and trying to understand things of getting myself out there, you know what I mean? But everything, I think I'm doing pretty good on what I got going on, you know, I get just copyrights, and, you know, I got my copyrights and stuff like that going on, and I got you know, my label is legit, you know, my logo legit, you know, pretty much got it. I feel like I'm going in the right direction.
Yeah, you definitely.
I try not to let nobody be in my vision and try to block what I'm doing. You know, stay focused on what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, you definitely focus, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we heard the music, man. We thought the music was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, that's one of the reasons why we actually talking to you right now. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. So being that, you know what I'm saying, you in a predicament that you in right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you tell us about the mixtape, man, that you just dropped or getting ready to drop. You know what I mean? Give us a little insight on that. You know what I'm saying? And tell us, man, how that project, you know, where that project came from and all those that helped you put that together.
Yeah, one of my main projects I started off with was Raw Report. That's when I got released from prison. You know, I didn't do nothing like 8 months or whatever, but I came out with that, the Raw Report. You know, I took my CDs, I went and got printed up like about at least about 15,000 of them, and just started going around the city. Because, you know, if people don't know you, don't want to buy your CDs. So I was taking my CDs and putting them in gas stations, putting them in the liquor stores, putting them, you know, just giving them away so people, you know, could find out, you know, hear who I am. Because, you know, if you're at a gas station trying to pass out a CD or sell a CD, 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to look at you like, I don't know you, so I ain't about to buy it.
Right. No question.
Yeah, and then, you know, so basically that's how I ran that Raw Report. Once I ran Raw Report, everybody started listening, checking me out. You know, then I walk up in the gas station, I walk somewhere, oh, you the one with that CD, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, that motherfucker hard, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, when you coming out with the next one?
Yeah.
So my next one was Life of a Hustler. I got that on DatPills. You can search it on DatPills.com, you know what I'm saying, and search up Big Wick, and I got that on there, you know what I'm saying? That's basically, after a while, you know, after me running the streets again, you know what I'm saying, just basically giving my point out about females, the streets, you know, niggas, shady niggas, you know, just talking about my life that's going on.
Right.
So one I got right now that I ain't released yet, and I'm actually working on another one. I got one called House Arrest Edition, which is basically me jacking our industry beats and just spitting my flows to that. You know, being still the same old subject, you know what I'm saying, keeping it real about everything that goes on in life and stuff. So and the one I'm working on now that I'm about to do right after the House Arrest Edition is called Triponometry 101. So basically I'm going back to the basics for people who already been hearing me and been liking my music. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it back out there like, this is really where it came from. This is where it's based on where I came from, right here. Bam.
No doubt. And so, from all that you just said, man, for those that don't know, man, this cat is being real busy. You know what I'm saying? He's serious about what he's trying to get done. You know what I'm saying? So give us a little insight, man, on the optical game. You know what I'm saying? There's some videos out there. You know what I'm saying? This cat's going to be seeing Big Wig and doing what he do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can get on YouTube, you know, you can search me up, Big Wick 317, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of videos on there, or look under Fly Heavy Media, you know, and if you know, want to contact me on Facebook, check me out, Big Wick 317. You can get with me on Twitter at Big Wick 317. You want to check out some of my music, you can go to ReverbNation.com/Big Wick, SoundCloud, Big Wick 317. And we also got a website. It's swamplifeent.com.
Yeah.
SWAMPLIFEENT.com.
No doubt. Hey, Big Wick, man, got a real question for you, man. You know what I'm saying? When it's all said and done, you done your thing, man. You know, how would you like for people to look back, man, and what would you like to hear spoken about the music and Big Wick and the way he done put it down?
I would like to hear more like the people saying, like, yeah, this is a real cat. For people who really know me and been dealt with me, you know, they're like, this is a real cat, you know what I'm saying? And when you pop in my music, listen to what I'm saying, you're like, yeah, I can relate to this. It don't sound like he just making up, he doing this, he doing that, you know, just lying about certain things or just all that watered down stuff. It ain't nothing that's gonna be watered down in my music.
No doubt about that. Yeah, no question, baby. You heard it first right here on Mafia Magazine Radio, man. We got the opportunity to sit down, man, with a cat named Big Wick, baby, and the music that he's putting down, man. And I'm quite sure you all love it, man, once you hear it. And we want you to stay locked in right here, man, because after the interview between me and Big Wick, man, we're gonna bang some of his music to let you know, man, how he really doing what he doing, man, over there where he at right now. You heard? Hey, Wick, baby, it was beautiful, man, that you came, you sat down with us for a little while, you know what I'm saying? But before we go, though, I want to give you the opportunity, man, to give a shout out and plug everything and everybody, man, that's helping you get to the point to where you are today.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to MGG, Team 88, BAM 226, Stump Down ENT, MTG, Lady Lavish, Mistress, you know, and the people, Keisha B, the people who ride with me, been riding with me from day one. Keisha B, Brittany B, then my artist, the DKM producer / artist, Flyheaded Media, the mixtape, do the mixtape cover and videos, they do my videos for me. And then also I want to thank God and the people who all rock with me ever since from day one.
That, baby. You heard it first right here on Mafia Magazine Radio. Hey, Big Wick, baby, I appreciate you coming out, man, and you spending the time with us, you know. And like I said, for all my listeners out there, man, y'all stay locked in, baby, because we getting ready to hit you with some of Big Wick stuff, baby. Hey, Wick, man, may you stay blessed and may you always prosper, man, you know what I'm saying, and the things that you're trying to get done these days, you heard?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
All right, baby, peace.
Peace out.